All right, so what's good, YouTube? It's Devin here tuning in here with another video. And throughout this video, I want to go into enduring and staying focused on your reasonable service. Staying focused on the reasonable service that the Most High got you, locked in on. You know what I'm saying? Don't give up. Keep going in this thing, right? And before I get into this thing, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. I pray that all is going well with y'all. Right now it's like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock in the morning. I'm just out here at the park meditating upon the Most High's word and stuff. But, while I was taking a scroll and stuff like that through, this trail, I wanted to stop and, just bring out this message real quick. You know what I'm saying? The Most High, he got me bringing out this message. I don't know who needed it, but I'm going to just quote the precepts. If that's cool with y'all, I'm going to quote the precepts. You know what I'm saying? The precepts that I'm quote, they're exactly where I'm quoting that. So make sure y'all jot them down, take in your notes and go meditate upon those precepts. So, through the Spirit, the Lord tells us who's going to separate us from the Lord of Christ. You know what I'm saying? Who's going to separate us from doing his will, of achieving righteousness, every day? Who's going to separate us from that? Shall it be trials and tribulations, right? Shall it be persecutions? Shall it be famine, nakedness, the sword? Who's going to separate us from the love of Christ? Meaning, hey, you can't let these things, right, destroy you and separate you from the Most High God. And you read about that in Romans chapters 8 and verse 35 on down. I don't know if I quoted it, but that's Romans chapters 8 and verse 35 on down. The Lord asked a rhetorical question through his servant Paul. Who's going to separate us from the love of Christ? You know what I'm saying? So every day you have to keep going hard. You're going to be faced with trials and tribulations, persecutions, right? Peril, destruction. You're going to be faced with so much that's going to compress you and make you feel like you can't keep going. You got to keep going. You got to get that last spiritual rep in to just push through so you can evolve like you want to and get that spiritual body that you want. You know what I'm saying? Don't you want that glory? Don't you want that crown that the Most High can place upon your head in this thing? If you do, hey, you got to keep going, because you're not going to get that just being slothful and giving up. The Lord, hey, he wants us to be strong in this thing. The Lord, he wants us to be strong, So through the Spirit and power of the Most High, don't let none of these things, right, destroy you or bring you down into where you thinking that you can't keep going. Keep going in this thing. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the Most High got you doing, keep doing it. Stop playing. You know what I'm saying? And that frustrates me. That frustrates me when I notice people got mighty talents from the Most High and they just, oh, I don't feel like doing it. Satan got me low. I'm not creative anymore. No, you gotta keep going. You gotta push through that. You know what I'm saying? Just like rappers, they get that writer's block, but they push through. That's exactly how you gotta be. You gotta push through. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to sound like no coach or motivational person, but then again, the Lord did put it in my spirit to just bring this out. Like you read about in Proverbs 16 and verse 1, the Lord, he put it in, certain man's heart to speak his word and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So that was Romans chapters 8 and verse 35. Then when you go down to verse 36 of Romans chapters 8, the Lord also says, hey, we are being, like, we go through, getting killed every day. You know what I'm saying? For the Most High. Meaning we go through so much to the point where it's like, we get killed every day. You know what I'm saying? And that connects back to Romans chapters 12 and verse 1, where the Lord says, we got to give our body up as a living sacrifice. So every day we're going to be killed, aka we're going to be that living sacrifice every day. So we got to remember that, and we got to stay locked in, and we got to stay focused. So with that being said, keep going hard. This video won't be long because I don't like quoting the precepts. I like bringing them out, and I'm Lord willing, I'm gonna make a part 2 to this when I get to the house and stuff. But overall though, do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why God got me bringing this out, but then again, I know one of y'all need to hear this. Listen to this video and do what you got to do. And make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and do what you got to do to, bring up this algorithm so other people can hear this thing, So you got those precepts right there. Then 1 Peter chapters 2 and in chapters 3, those are good chapters that will help you, understand that as a Christian and as a, a person that follows the Most High God, you got to keep going in this thing. Because Christian just means follower of Christ. We the real Hebrew Israelites, the real Jews. You know what I'm saying? If you got ears to hear. But then again, the Most High said, when you walk in his light, you're going to deal with certain things, and you got to go through it. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to go through it. So the Most High can be glorified at the end of the day. You know, when Job, he went through, you know, the things he was going through, his friends turned against him. He had boils on his skin. He was itching and stuff like that. His wife turned on him. He did all that so the Most High can be glorified. When Lazarus, he gave up the ghost, right? When he gave up the ghost, or when he was struggling and stuff like that, the disciples, they was like, yo, who did sin? This man or his mother? You know what I'm saying? I'm led to believe that was Lazarus. Hopefully I'm quoting it right. But the next thing you know, the Lord, he was like, yo, hey, he down below so the Most High can showcase his power. Right? When you read the book of Acts, chapters 2 and chapters 3, I believe it was Peter, right? And I believe it was John. Lord willing, I'm quoting this right, but it was Peter for sure. You know what I'm saying? They helped up the lame brother. The lame brother, he was collecting the alms and stuff like that. Next thing you know, he was like, hey, can y'all give alms before y'all come into the temple? And then Peter, they was like, no, we don't have alms, but then again, we got something better than alms. And they used the power of the Most High to lift them up in this thing. So you're going to have to go through certain things so the Most High can be glorified at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to go through certain things so the Lord can be glorified at the end of the day. You know, there's certain people that you hear all the time. They low one moment, the next thing you know, they up the next moment. They went through those lows so the Most High can showcase his power of being, you know, of raising them up in this thing. You know, so what you need to do is stay focused, keep going hard. You're going through a lower state right now, but it's not forever. Get your head out the mindset. Go rejoice. Go have fun. You know what I'm saying? Go do something. Go take your mind off the trials and tribulations you're going through. Go rejoice in the Most High. You know? With that being said, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to the Lord. Yahweh Bashmi Yahushua. You know, and make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And stay focused in this thing. Keep going hard. You're going to be faced with a lot, but you got to endure. Let's go. Peace.